Today we're going to be discussing music in games and necessity and not. And when I think of a good soundtrack, really strong soundtracks in games, I think of the Uncharted series, Mass Effect, Max Payne 3. And then with the licensed tracks, Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, and San Andreas. With Uncharted, you have this heavily orchestrated soundtrack that pairs very nicely with a lot of the set pieces that they have, the quick time events, just the method that they tell the story. So it makes you feel like you're playing a summer blockbuster. Max Payne 3, just the music has just this utter desperation to it that really helps you associate with the protagonist, how Max Payne is going through basically hell on earth in his personal struggles and his professional struggles. Um, you have Vice City and San Andreas, which were both licensed soundtracks from various artists, and they really did a great job of saying the era, whether it be the 80s or the 90s. Now, there's other games as well that the soundtracks, albeit not, they're not going to win a Grammy. However, you hear the theme song to Metal Gear Solid or Mario, and with Super Mario Brothers, you hear almost 90% or more people could actually identify what that is. Older generation, probably not, but so there is an importance in that aspect for brand identification too with music. Now, with games like the Forza Horizon series, where after 4 Horizon entries, I couldn't name one artist from any of those games. This kind of brings up an interesting point that if a game fails with a soundtrack, where it's not essential, it's not like a single player experience, like a story driven game where the soundtrack, is woven in. If it's more just for a game like, say, Forza Horizon, where it's more background, the nice thing about having Spotify in the background or Pandora or one of your music streaming apps is that you're not held captive to whoever the game developer wanted you to listen to. Especially since Forza Horizon 4 was just auto-tune garbage. I'm sorry if you like the music, good for you, but there's better stuff out there. So, that's kind of the cool thing. Like, it brings me back to Grand Theft Auto 4. That was another game where the soundtrack was rather forgettable. And, Rockstar kind of dropped the ball. After Vice City and San Andreas, the expectations are really high. Get some music that's in pop culture right now. Get some trending artists. And it just fell short. Again, with that series, I couldn't tell you a single song or artist that was used in it. However, at the time with the 360, we didn't have Spotify, but you couldn't burn your DVDs. So what I did is I burned a DVD like the Dark Knight soundtrack. And all of a sudden, the Dark Knight, which was a great movie, had a great soundtrack. It helped kind of bring out, grittiness, that grittiness and the action in the New York City, Liberty City scene. So that was kind of a cool aspect about that. So that's when music's not really necessary in a game is, like Forza Horizon 4. And yes, I understand that the DJs do convey a lot of message, like, if somebody just bought a new house or somebody just advanced onto it. It's kind of cool for immersion, but kind of useless. So, I mean, in that aspect, I think devs really need to think forward, integrating your own music playlists. I know that they did that with Groove Music on Forza Horizon 3, which who the hell subscribed to that? I don't know, but being able to do like more than just the Microsoft media player and the media streaming service. So I think that'd be that good aspect. But yeah, I mean, music in games, can be a really great aspect of bringing the artistic view all together. Games are art. There's no way around it. It's visual art, it's performance art, and bringing in great music can really tie it all together. So that's all I really have on music in games today. So, you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that bell because YouTube's algorithm makes us say this. Thanks again, and I'll see you next video.